Sky Squad, we are back in the building. And it just seems like every other week or every other day in this instance, there is some new legal action to talk about. And listen, I told y'all, I I really am tired of having to use my law and order SVU law degree to decipher what is going on in these streets. You know what I'm saying? If I wanted to have to use my law degree from Law and Order SVU this much, I would go down to downtown DC and get me a job at the law firm. Okay. Now, I don't feel like doing that. So I need for y'all to stay out of legal trouble. All right. What are we talking about? Well, we're going to get to that in 1 second. But first, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell button, smash that like button if you like reality TV related content, baby. Listen, we got to talk about Basketball Wives as well. And real quick, y'all, don't forget the ebook in a day course is in the link in the description down below. Okay. If you head on over to the link in the description, you guys will see all courses, books, as well as excursions and whatnot. You can still reserve your spot. I think Bali is closed because we're about a month out. So Bali is off the books, but you still got Thailand to go. And I got something else for y'all Cape Town people if you're interested. Okay, now that's going to be kind of a little top secret, but I'll tell you about that a little later. You got your books right here. And of course, you can build your own stand store and you can get, get your coin and get your paper up too. I'm going to be doing office hours, I think around 2 p.m. today on my other channel. So if you want to stop by, I'll be live there answering questions and just sort of talking about the whole entire thingamabob that we got going on right here. So make sure you tap into that. With that being said, let's get into the legal tea. Okay. First of all, Drew. Ay, caramba. Okay, so the Neighborhood Talk posted, some tea. All right. So Drew Sidora gets called out by her makeup artist for allegedly not paying. So it appears as though this message was sent via DM. Drew, my favorite girl, the feds are looking for you. Clink, clink, bit. If you need a pen pal, call me boo. Okay. Now, I don't know if that's from the makeup artist or from somebody else, but Two Gifted Hands says, you never win when you play dirty. The lies are finally coming to an end. At Drew Sidora, Peach, they said you're a commercial fraud specialist. Hashtag allegedly. Let me put the alleged badge up here because this is all AI and life is alleged. Okay. Wink. All right. Back to the tea. So then someone else says, not she ain't paying you too. Now, Drew. Miss Sidora, if you're nasty. Okay. What's happening, babes? Babes. What's happening? As much as the people used to talk about Sheree being she who don't pay, allegedly, we don't know that for sure. I don't know. Who knows? I'm just saying that's what they used to say on the show. I don't want to see you go down this same path. You know what I'm saying? Now, here's the thing for me, and let me get into it before we get into Drew's response. I have quite a couple of good friends who work in the, makeup artistry industry. You know what I'm saying? Who are makeup artists. And I have seen the hustle. You know what I'm saying? Going from client to client, sometimes not being paid by some of your favorite reality and movie/TV personalities. Okay. Now, I'm not saying this is Drew. I'm just letting you know what's going on right here. But I'm telling you what I've seen some of my friends in the industry go through in the past. having said that, it really makes me, a little upset because, you know, it is like, why would you pay for a makeup artist why would you hire a makeup artist if you're not going to pay them? And, for my makeup artist people out there, I want y'all to know we hear you and we love you, right? Because I understand what that hustle is because I done seen it for myself. And I don't want to say it's always a hustle because not everybody is, running from job to job. But for those who may be, that money means something. That's how they, buy new equipment, continue to make their business move. And so I don't know what the protocol was behind their agreement, if they had an agreement where there was a deposit being made, because I think that's really the route to go in this instance is to make a deposit and then collect your fee, either when you get there or upon service is rendered, right? Um, because ultimately people will talk if you don't pay. And typically, from what I understand, it can range from 60 to 200 to 1,000 based on what the needs are and how long the person is. Is it a day rate or is it just for a session and you out the door, right? So I don't know. What I do know is pay the people. It is so much better to pay the people than it is to have to deal with this. Okay. Now, Drew's response, to be fair, to show both sides of the coin, Drew denies the former makeup artist allegations and says this and posted this on the gram. This is what I actually saw this first. And then I went, to scour and find what was going on. And the neighborhood talk had the tea. Okay, so shout out to them and make sure you go like and share and comment on the post. I want to make it clear that these claims are entirely false. There's no federal investigation or legal action being taken against me. My attorney will be addressing legal action against the individual responsible for starting these false rumors. As I enter this new season, I want to share I've made some changes to my team. This transition marks an exciting chapter, and I'm looking forward to the opportunities and growth ahead. Okay. Now, based on the comments, there are, differing opinions about how this matter should be handled. And I think it's difficult because I don't know whether or not this person has tried to reach out to Drew and handle this privately first and then took it public or what. But all I know is y'all resolve this issue so we can all move on. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that this needs to go to any level of court. This could simply be a situation where somebody feels like they owe something and somebody else feels like I don't owe you that. But the amount I am sure is not worth all of this. Okay. Unless it's thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands of dollars, in which case, run it up. But otherwise, y'all settle this in private. Okay. All right. So let's move on to other pressing matters today. Basketball Wives, season 11, episode 21. Once a cheater, always a cheater. Let's read the episode description, shall we? Jacille's wedding day has arrived. Brandi's opinions on Brooke's relationship causes tension while Brooke embraces her new chapter. Jennifer juggles wedding plans and movie premieres, and Jackie connects with Shawnee to get the group back together. All right, so I know I'm going to get some flack for this, probably, but my opinion, that's my opinion, to quote Tamra Judge, okay? I'm actually going to rate this episode a 10 for Basketball Wives, okay? And that's a different little scale. No shade to the Basketball Wives. I've already let y'all know that I felt like I liked the level of production this season. I don't know if there's new producers. I don't know if there's a new production team. What I do know is I feel like they've elevated it. It feels at times like I'm watching Selling Sunset or something on Netflix, which I absolutely love. So whoever is doing the editing and production, bravo, bravo, golf clap to you. Okay. Now, with regards to story, I am actually somewhat pleased. You know, with the exception of Jackie being on the outs, which tends to be the going story for Basketball Wives in general. So I could take away a point for that, and I actually probably should. But there was some movement forward, and there looks to be some more movement forward as we move forward into next episode. So, with that hint of, you know, granted, let's be real. I don't feel the same sense of danger when I'm watching Basketball Wives that I used to feel circa seasons 1 through 5, 1 through 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 1 through 4, 5, 6. Okay, I don't feel. I used to feel danger. I used to feel like I used to feel danger. Yeah, I did. I did. I felt like I didn't know who was gonna get it. Somebody was gonna get it. Somebody was gonna get the beat down, and you just never knew where it was coming from. Yeah. But this Basketball Wives seems to be a more elevated version, and they seem to really be trying to focus on sisterhood. So for that, because I'm looking to be refreshed after, watching toxic seasons of certain shows, this to me feels like a breath of fresh air. And I'm not going to lie to y'all. And I'm not going to be one of those types of people that says, "Oh, it's boring, it's boring, it's boring." And I'm not also going to be one of those types of people that ever says they should just go ahead and cancel this show. Let me tell you why I never say that. Number one, I like the fact that I got something to watch. Okay. I like the fact that I got something to watch with people that look like me on it, right? Now, if you don't like it, don't watch it. That would be my suggestion. But to wish cancellation upon something that you don't have to watch, it don't make no sense to me. Let the rest of us enjoy it. Okay. Now, we start things off in this episode with Jennifer meeting up with Evelyn. She's still talking restitutions. I'm trying to figure out how this latest kerfuffle with her man, allegedly having a warrant out for being out of the country, being photographed on Jen's Instagram and not getting permission to be out of the country, girl. Um, will that affect the wedding that's supposed to happen in less than 30 days? I don't know. Has the restitution of $250,000 allegedly been paid? I don't know. Um, and then curiously, or not so curiously, Evelyn has had such a little change of heart with regards to Jackie. She misses the wacky Jackie that we all know and love. You know, she doesn't mind going back and forth with wacky Jackie to change her tune. You know, might it be that they recognize that the show doesn't really function without Jackie in the mix? Might that be the issue and the reason for Evelyn's change of heart? Might it be that? I don't know. Who knows? But I know that I feel the same. And I know that a lot of you guys feel very, you know, differently about Jackie. I happen to enjoy her, but I do believe that she goes off behind the scenes and she will admittedly tear these women up when she feels upset by them. Mind you, I'm back on the plant dirt fertilizer mixed with whole milk matcha latte. But as you guys suggested, I did add some vanilla and it is a bit tastier. Now, why I'm drinking this plant dirt, I don't know. I heard that it's healthy. So I'm trying new things. You know, cheers. to the girls' weekend. All right, so the ladies are having a ponderosa for Brooke. It's a divorce. It's a new relation. It's a party, okay? It's a party for Brooke, a reason to get together minus Jackie. And, the core group gets together, Brandi, Evelyn, Jacille, and Jennifer. They need a couple more cast members. I ain't gonna lie to you. They need a couple more cast members to fill this thing out. But that just me. Maybe a couple of extras floating around or something like that. Somebody that can last. Okay, maybe it'll be Laura Govan, who's allegedly coming on next week. I don't know. Anyway, so the conversation turns to whether or not, well, how Brandi feels about Brooke's new relationship, and she feels like Brooke is rushing head first in. Now, and listen, this is why you don't talk. I don't listen. I typically don't advise you talk about your relationships with your girlfriends or your friends until it's solid. Okay. Until with beyond a shadow of a doubt that this is your person. Because the last thing you want to hear is, I told you so, or the judgment that is typically going to come with rushing head first into a situation after you just got divorced. Okay. Now, is Brandi right to feel how she feels? Abso-doggone-darn-lutely. You know what I'm saying? You're darn tootin', she is. But does anybody really want to hear it? Not really. Okay. Because at the end of the day, they know their friend. I'm sure they know Brooke gonna do what Brooke gonna do. Okay. Mind you, there's several factors at play here that I believe, if I'm Brooke's friend, I'm looking at. And it depends on what kind of friend you are. There's one type of friend that's going to tell you, I don't think you should do that. And you got to respect that friend. And if you got that friend, don't tell them. When you about to do something dumb, don't tell them. Don't tell them. Okay. You tell the friend that's going to look at you and say, okay, you know what? You like it, I love it. That's what I'm at in most situations in life these days. You get to a certain age in life and you just start to say, you know what? I'm going to mind the business that pays me. Okay. And that ain't it. What you doing, who you screwing, ain't got no never mind to do with what I got going on. It ain't paying my bills. It ain't doing none of that for me. Okay. So if you want to do it, go ahead. I'll be right here for you. I will provide a soft space for you to land should the whole thing blow up in your face. Absolutely, I will. But what I'm not going to do is get caught up in debating you about whether or not what you're doing is right or wrong. Now, you got two types of friends. You got Brandi, who gonna tell you doing, girl, girl, okay. He been lying and cheating and all of that. And then you got, if you like it, I love it, Evelyn. Okay. Two different types of friends. Now, Brandi thinks that everybody else is afraid of Brooke. I don't really think that. I just really think that they know Brooke gonna do what she want to do. So why am I gonna bother arguing with her about what she want to do with her life? She has lost a daughter. She's an empty nester at this point. The woman is probably going through. And when you are going through, you are likely to make some mistakes. The best thing for people to do in that moment is just to be there when they need you. Period. Okay? Now I can respect Brandi's space, but again, Brooke don't want that. So I'm also the friend too. If I don't ask for your opinions. When I ask you for it, then give it to me. But until I ask you for it, don't bring me no bad news. Okay. If I want to go jump off this cliff, I'm going to do it because that's my personality. I'm upset. When I become obsessed with something, I will do it. There is nothing you can say to stop me. I am going to jump off of that cliff no matter what you say. Um, Meanwhile, at the jamboree, Brooke does finally show up, jumps in the pool, and does the water dance. Miss Mama is there, and Miss Mama, okay, I love Brooke's mama. Make her a cast member, okay? Because Miss Mama is about it and brought the tequila and got got white girl wasted. Sleep on the couch, baby. Chocolate wasted, okay? Meanwhile, Jaceel asked Brooke to officiate her wedding, and I'm like, does she got a license to do that? Maybe she does. I don't, and I just didn't know it, or maybe she gonna get one. Regardless, I thought it was cute. Jaceel is probably my favorite cast member that they've like, especially like a new cast member. I just love her. I just think that she is so. I think she's just genuine, and I feel like I like her and Brooke's friendship. It feels like big sister, little sister, and I love their relationship. I absolutely do. Meanwhile, Evelyn's just waiting to go and tell Brooke what Brandi is saying. Evelyn thinks that Brandi is in everybody's business, but Brandi's mostly in Brooke's business. So I mean, I don't know. But Brandi thinks that Evelyn is in everybody else's business. But I'm like, no, she just in your business. Ain't it funny? And it's so what's fascinating about it is this is real life. You have two different types of friends. If you really look at the show from that perspective, I like what I'm seeing this season. For me, this is probably one of my more favorite seasons just because of the way that it feels for me. Like it feels light to watch. You know what I'm saying? I look forward to it. I don't get stressed about it. I like it. Brooke does go house hunting. Her cousin take her is it her step cousin? Somebody takes her house hunting with her mama, but her man can't be bothered to show up. And so she upset about that. And then we get to see Brooke, making taco runs by herself. The man don't show up for nothing. You could tell that this situation was going down in flames. And I just feel like, girl, the fact that he was living across the country from you should have been a sign. I just, at this point in time, I think Brooke needs somebody who is in the area, okay? Local to you, all right? Or at least a state over, okay? Not 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 states over, okay? So, Brooke and Brandi meet up for a one-on-one Ponderosa, and I love these moments because they show the tension between these two friends, and I mean, they really are. I really do feel like they're friends, but I really do feel like they got a difference of opinion, and this is prime reason numero uno, why I am now the friend that if you like it, I love it. Because I have been Brandi before, okay? Trying to tell a friend because Brooke tells her that she broke up with the guy. And Brandi's kind of like, giving I told you so. Girl, we all didn't think it was going to work, but we had to let her jump off that cliff, okay? You the only one trying to stop Thelma and Louise from driving off the cliff. Girl, you got to let them go. Sometimes you got to let the people drive, baby, okay? And just be there at the bottom of the cliff like, you all right, girl? But instead, now you found yourself in a tense, almost argumentation with Brooke. And Brooke got to now let you know, girl, I think you putting off your relationship struggles on me. Okay. You wanted to live that safe life. So you stayed with the man that cheated on you 357 times or whatever like that. Okay. That's what you did. I don't want that. I got a different life. I'm living a different life and I'm at a different space and I got different needs and I don't want to be alone. Okay. So when love comes around, when I find love in a hopeless place, I'm going to yank on it until I can't yank no more. And if it don't work, it don't work. So then it ultimately turns into, oh, Brandi's like, oh, you think I got issues in my relationship? You think I'm unhappy? Well, is she? I don't know. I don't blame Brandi for staying in her relationship if the man listen, I feel like when you get married, my perspective on relationships is totally different. If you have made the decision to stay with this person for life, and they were and you but here's the getchy yeah about life. Life will throw you curveballs. And what you will find is that you don't marry a perfect person. What you do marry is, and your hope is that through the darkest times, that they are still there. And I think that is what Brandi is is I think that's where she is with her marriage, that they've walked through those valleys together. So it works for her. And I'm not mad. I can't be mad at her decisions for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm also not mad at, and I hate to say this, but whoever did Brandy's lips, baby, y'all did. Can you do mine? I want a little extra plumperization too. Brandy's lips are so juicy and they are so symmetrically plump. I'm like, what? Who did that? Okay, I'll be looking at the wrong things. Because when she smiled, it's like a perfect smile. The lips are lipping. Okay. Meanwhile, Jackie pleasantly has a conversation with Shawnee. I like this again, because it shows that we can come back from where we needed to come back from. Jackie apologizes and admits that she was upset. And Shawnee's like, I can respect the fact that you were upset and that you were venting, but if you're upset, call me, which is what I think Jackie should have done in the beginning. The moment Jackie saw that poster, I would have been calling Shawnee, and I don't blame Jackie for feeling the way that she feel. I think that she should have been on that poster with Shawnee and Evelyn. That would have made the most sense. The two biggest characters on both franchises, LA and Miami, it should have been Jackie and Shawnee and Evelyn. Period. I'm not mad that Jennifer makes sense because she's an OG, but you also, I feel like, need to celebrate Jackie and her contribution to this show. So they agree that next time something comes up, Jackie's just gonna call, and they make up, and we're on the path back to Jackie being integrated into the group. We've already seen signs that Evelyn is open, and we will see that happen in next week's episode, which I'm trying to figure out how Brooke gonna feel about that. Because Little Miss Evelyn is Little Miss Tattletale on everybody else. So I'm trying to figure out how she gonna explain herself to Brooke at that point when she let Brooke know that she inviting Jackie down to, because they taking a girls trip down to the Mexico. Okay. Jacile's wedding, she gets married. First, let me say this. I don't care how hungry you are. If I invite you to my wedding and you see food out, you bet I will have security escort you out of that thing so fast. If you dare put your mouth on some food before I get to eat. Okay? Now you take your hungry self down to the In-N-Out Burger before you get to my wedding, okay? Because I know you done passed 2 or 3 on the way to the mountain in the mountains where that wedding is. Don't you dare do that. Now, the only person I'll give an excuse to is Brooke, because she officiating my wedding and I need something from her. But you, Evelyn, no. You get your hungry self down to the Fat Burger and you get yourself something to eat before you get there. Don't you dare put your mouth on the food before I get to it, okay? Now, Fat Burger is good. I used to live across the street from one when I lived in LA. Yes, I did. And so, here comes the bride. And so Jacile gets married, and it's a joyous occasion, and I love to see it. We have finally found a new basketball wife who's actually a basketball wife. Go figure. adding further legitimization to the show and her place on the show. Okay. And it's beautiful. I love to see it. I love this moment. I love her and her partner. I just think it was beautiful. And I love what Brooke did for her with getting her family to call in and do that video montage. I had that was done for me for my birthday when I took a bunch of my friends to Puerto Vallarta one year and rented a house. And one of the things that I got for my birthday was a message from a bunch of people that love me, and it was just like it brought me to tears, man. So I almost cried myself because I was like, I know what that means to her. So I'm just happy for Jaceel because I love her. I think that she is just an amazing addition to the show, and I just think that she just has such a good heart and good energy. Speaking of energy, okay, you know, Brandi, there's some tension between Brandi and Brooke, right? And it kind of comes out when they're all sitting there, when Brandi, Brooke, Jennifer, and Evelyn are all sitting there talking during after the wedding. But the moment Brooke gets up, you know, Brandi gets, Jennifer's like, well, what's the tea, girl? What's going on with y'all? And Brandi tells her, like, well, her and Kevin broke up. And it was like, girl, I told you so. That y'all thought you thought that was gonna last, girl. No, I tried to tell y'all it wasn't gonna last, it wasn't gonna be no good. And Evelyn's like, is it me? Or is Evelyn like the Giselle of the show? Kind of running back with the tea. Or maybe the Ashley. Darby. So I was like, uh-oh, Evelyn got that look on her eye. Oh, excuse me, guys. I've got to go get some drinks. Y'all want anything? Okay, I'm gonna run over to tell Brooke what you said. So she runs over to the bar, tells Brooke, girl, Brandi telling all your business. Yes, indeed, child. So at that moment, Brooke is like, you know what? I'm not gonna deal with her today. I'm just gonna leave this wedding because I'm in my feelings, and this girl keep pressing me. And she pressing me and she pressing me and she getting on my nerves. And I don't want to have to mollywop her up in this girl up in this wedding that I just officiated. Okay. So Brooke comes over, she collects her things and she kisses everyone except for Brandi goodbye. And Brandi's like, what? I don't get no hug and kiss. And she looks over at Evelyn like, what you say to her? Evelyn's like, oh, nothing. I didn't say nothing. What? No, I didn't say. Oh, girl. Oh, something bit me. Something bit me. And so at that point, Evelyn is like, well, girl, my cut buddy gone. I gotta go too. Not my cut buddy. Lord, what that does that mean? Does that mean like a not? I don't mean it like that. I just mean, my bosom buddy gone. My good girlfriend gone. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mean cut buddies. That was blame it on the matcha. Blame it on the rain. Yeah, yeah. So anyway, that is the tea on Basketball Wives. I enjoyed it. As I stated, I give it a 10. And okay, you don't like it? Ugh. And y'all was asking me yesterday if I was gonna recap Salt Lake City. I is. Yeah, I is. I likes that show. It's good to me. It's good to me. It's chaotic, and that's what I love. And I do love a little mess. And yeah, we're gonna do that one. I think so. Now, a couple of little things that we ain't never had the chance to talk about. Now we know that Atlanta done filmed their intros. Mhm. Yes. We know Beverly Hills has filmed their intros too. Yes. We know Potomac is finished filming. Yes. We know Married to Medicine is done too. Yes. Which one y'all want to come first? Which one y'all want to come first? Let me tell y'all something. I am interested in Atlanta. I really am. It's something about this new girl, Brit, that I am just ready. I feel like she about to be a breakout. I don't know why. Something in my spirituals is telling me she about to be a breakout, and we need some new breakouts, okay? We need some fresh new energy. You know what I'm saying? Like I need to discover the next, not really the next Nene or Kenya Moore, because they legendary, right? In their own right. But I'm looking for the next, or not even the next Tammy Roman, because can't nobody be none of them, right? But I'm looking for the next person that's fully themselves, that's ready to just pop out. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, will that be her? You know what I'm saying? The next Dr. Heavenly, again, can't nobody be these people, but I'm looking for, that type of energy. You know what I mean? So hopefully we get that with somebody in that mix. Okay. Which let me know which ones y'all want to come out next. I have heard Atlanta, Beverly Hills, 2025, but you just never know, because I guarantee you two of those come in November. I just don't know which two. It's either going to be Potomac and Married to Medicine, or we need that Sunday night back. We need our Sunday nights back, Bravo, and we need them back ASAP. Okay, because Sunday nights is wide open right now, and I ain't got nothing to do. Okay, so anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below. I've had fun with this review. I love when I love when I'm loving a show. You know what I'm saying? And it's not stressing me out. I don't want to leave. Okay. Anyway, that's it for today. I will like I said, I will probably jump on live on my other channel at 2 p.m. for a little office hours type situation. With that being said, I will catch y'all in the next.